Bill Falk is a Ranger in the United States Army.
This is a 357 Colt Trooper 3.
He has seen combat twice.
This is me with some locals.
Once in Panama.
And then this is me with a few of my friends.
And once in his own neighborhood.
What were you carrying the night of the battle?
I had a Browning high-powered in a shoulder holster.
That's the battle he's talking about now, the one in his own front yard.
A lot of shots?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They estimated about 300 rounds. I mean, I certainly wasn't keeping count, but, you know, for a good about 10 minutes, yeah, there was quite a bit of shooting.
911, please do fire. We have shooting right down the street, severe shooting.
Massive gunfire going back here on
23rd Nash.
Right.
My front door got hit. The guy's house next door. His house actually got shot up more than mine because most of the fire came from that direction.
You know, this looks like any street in America, you know, almost any street in America. And you make it sound like there was a war going on out here.
Well, for 10 minutes there was.
Somehow, no one was hurt during this 10-minute war. It took place here on Ash Street in Tacoma. On one side was Bill Falk, some neighbors, and a few of his Army Ranger buddies. On the other side, this house, now vacant, and people they say were using and dealing drugs.
All summer long we had, there was drug dealing going on in the street out here. The cars would pull up and stop for a minute or two. People would get out and they'd purchase whatever it is they were buying,
right
get
out
back
here?
in and right out here in the street.
So you had surveillance going on in your house?
Oh, yeah, I'd taken videotapes and pictures and all kinds of stuff into the police, and they said, yeah, this looks like drug dealing, and yeah, we think these people are drug dealers, and but there was really nothing they could do about it.
Since the police came around and sat and looked at these crack dealers and did nothing, the crack dealers laughed at them and waved at them and told them to get lost.
Frustrated that the police were not helping, Falk and some of his neighbors organized a block party to talk about what they could do.
You were at the party?
Oh, yeah.
Just your ordinary picnic. There were hamburgers.
There were shotguns, there were semi-automatic weapons.
Semi-automatic
pistols.
This is your typical barbecue in Tacoma or what?
On this block at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a gun now that's ready to use?
Yep, you bet.
What kind?
It's just a 22.
Just a 22?
Well, it's a 22.
What's this?
This is one of my friends monitoring the video camera that was upstairs as the camera, and they were moving weapons into the area that afternoon, and we were trying to keep account of, from what we could see, how many rifles, how many handguns.
Falk says the people across the street did not appreciate being taped, and when he refused to stop, they made threats.
Yeah, they told us that they were going to burn the house down and they were going to fire us up after dark, and not to mess with them because we didn't know what we were messing with. When I felt that the threats they made were serious, that it was very likely that we could come under attack, I called some of my friends, other Rangers, friends of mine, and told them what the situation was, told them that I needed help, and they came out.
You called in the cavalry, is what you...
Well, I called my friends. It just happens that my friends are also Rangers, so...
Why didn't you call the police?
Because we had gotten conditioned from the response in calling 911 that, you know, unless the crime is actually being committed and the officer can see it, there's not anything they're going to do about it.
You know, you call 911 and say, hey, guy's out here firing guns. You know, he just popped off 6 rounds.
Did you see the guy that
What
shot?
did he look like? Was he
What did he
black
look
or
like?
white? What kind of gun was it? Wait a minute, he's all the way up the street. How the hell am I supposed to know? Get somebody up here. Okay, we'll get somebody up there. 15, 20 minutes later, cop comes cruising through. There's nobody there because he walked back and went in his house. You know, and they can't do nothing about it. So you know that they have guns.
So what? Because the police can't deal with the situation, the neighborhood says...
Ooh, for a while.
We're going to arm ourselves?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And that night, it all came to a head.
That night, it all came to a head.
Shots fired? Yeah, about 100 of them.
Sounds like there's a war going on.
Did you say who fired the shots, sir?
For Christ's sake, no!
You've been called a vigilante?
Yeah, but I don't think so. I don't think I'm a vigilante. I mean, if I was a vigilante, I'd have gone out in the middle of the night and started burning houses and shooting people. You know, everything that I did was right out in the open.
You know, I really hate to disturb you, but, like, could you, like, end this so we don't get our asses shot?
What's the problem?
What's the problem? You guys are making him out to be Superman. The drug cartel in the area is getting real pissed, okay? They're gonna shoot him to find out if he bleeds like Superman, okay? Noriega ain't shit compared to these guys. I've seen him shoot people. And I don't want to be one of them, okay? Every time he steps out that door, he endangers the lives of everybody on this block, and we're getting sick of it. You know, we respect the fact that he tried, you know? Mm-hmm. I respect that greatly because I'm sick of this shit myself, but there's not a damn thing we can do about it until we get the cops in here to stop this. He's made it worse with that little incident shooting the place up. I still got bullet holes in my window.
Let me see.
Come on down. This house is total. There was a baby in there. You see the window back there that's blown out? See the holes? Yeah. Down here, up there. See the bullet holes?
Was anybody trying to hit anybody?
No, I told him, I said, don't hit him, because actually I was afraid of being, you know, if we had taken and shot somebody, you know, I was kind of concerned about lawsuits, and I knew that it would be a much more serious incident if that...
Lawsuits? I mean, you could have been convicted of murder if you killed somebody.
Well, there is a self-defense law in this state, and we were within our legal rights in defending ourselves.
It's not clear which side actually shot first. Both sides blame the other. No one at Folk's house was arrested. Police did confiscate all of their weapons, though.
All right, make a left, go straight on down the hallway to the elevators.
The only one in jail in connection with the shootout is Frankie Lee Strickland. He's being held on 6 counts of aggravated assault, and bail set at $500,000.
Did you start the shooting?
No, I didn't.
Strickland says he thinks it was the Rangers who attacked first.
So let me make sure I understand this, Frankie. You and your friends are hanging around, minding your own business, not doing anything illegal at all, not selling any drugs, not buying any drugs, not using any drugs, not shooting anybody, or at anybody. And these guys come along, these Army Rangers, and shoot up the neighborhood.
Yep.
You forgive me. I mean, it just doesn't sound like it makes any sense.
That's it.
Can I ask you, I have a picture here. That's you, right? Mm-hmm. What is going on here?
It's a weed pipe.
To smoke what?
Weed.
Marijuana?
Yeah.
You guys out there smoking marijuana that evening?
That's it.
That photo was taken the day of the shootout. Strickland had apparently not seen the newspaper that published it.
I think Frankie was the slowest runner that night. Unfortunately, that's why he got caught. No one else got caught.
Doug Tufts is Strickland's lawyer.
So this wild shootout where 300 shots were fired?
I'd say it calls attention to the real problem, the drug problem, and people's concern over young kids getting strung out on drugs and the damage it does to lives.
Jim Pincham was one of the first officers on the scene of the shootout that night. He patrols the Hilltop, which is one of Tacoma's busier drug markets.
What's this?
Exercising their constitutional rights.
To what? Hang out on the street corner?
Yeah.
Do you suspect they're doing drugs?
Well, by the number of arrests that have been made here and the number of contacts and the number of found drugs, I have a feeling that maybe 1 or 2 of them are here to deal or to buy.
So what happens now?
There's nothing we can do to them.
That's precisely why the people we spoke to today say they don't have confidence in the police department.
There's nothing we can do to them. They have a legal right to stand on the street. I do the best I can do with what I have available.
I don't think this is what they had in mind when they talked about the war on drugs. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be you, or you.
Okay, who is supposed to do it?
The government.
But they don't.
This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?